They came from France, Orkney and all across the UK to congregate at Deadwater, high above Kielder, at the very source of the North Tyne.
Looking forward to the navigation because it looks like a really interesting route. So I don't think you ever underestimate the distance, actually.
86 nervous but determined runners, ready to not only take on a huge physical challenge, but also to raise money for a charity which seemed to have touched most of them personally at some point in their lives.
I think it's kind of special for all of us, really.
Yeah, we've all got issues with, well, no one got issues with. Parents have had cancer, died of cancer, getting cancer treatment at the moment.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There were 2 races in play. 54 of them were tackling a mere 75-kilometre course from Deadwater to Warden. But the other 32 runners were facing the seemingly impossible task of continuing on for another 75 kilometres, so running fully 150 kilometres all the way from Deadwater to Tynemouth. Compensation for such a physically demanding test, the breathtaking scenery, which the runners enjoyed all along the Tyne Trail. Kielder Water itself, a stunning backdrop in the early stages of the run. Then it was on for mile after mile, following the winding river down the valley. When the 75k race came to a sinew-stretching finish at Warden near Hexham, the runners couldn't conceal their joy and satisfaction at having been part of such an emotional journey.
Very tired now, very bit battered and bruised, but very happy. Congratulations.
I'm totally overwhelmed. I had absolutely no idea where I was in the run, so this is mental.
Amazingly though, for the 150k runners, there was still another 75 kilometres to go. They powered on towards Tyneside itself, eventually running out of daylight, but barely breaking stride as they pressed on into the night to another emotional finish at the Watchtower at Tynemouth. The winner of the men's race clocked a formidable time of 15 hours and 16 minutes.
We're happy, as you mentioned. It's my second race I've ever won, so yeah, you don't win many, so it's always good to say. But it's very underrated, I think. I'm surprised it's not such a bigger field, really, because it's got loads of stuff going on for it. So.
And Steph Scott from Hexham took the ladies' title in just over 22 hours. But this was a day not just about extraordinary running, but about doing something extraordinary for a charity which reaches out to help people who are often struggling and vulnerable at the most difficult times in their lives. Daft as a Brush provides free transport to cancer patients having to regularly receive treatment at the Freeman and RVI hospitals in Newcastle.
Well, I think it makes you speechless to see what all these runners are doing for a cancer charity. It's hard to accept that this chap ran all the way from the Scottish borders to Tynemouth in just over 15 hours. Unbelievable. To help people that have cancer and need transport to get to and from hospital.